All right, everybody. So I'm playing this game. Right now, I'm playing it. And it's called Champion Baseball. I'm up 35 runs. Hold on, I got this. So I'm doing my best to play to show you how I'm playing. So I'm up 35 runs. 25 runs. Now I'm up 24 runs. The bottom of the ninth. This game has a habit of coming back in the bottom of the ninth. So far they just got 3 runs. And this is Monster Arcade, if you didn't know. This is not Champion Baseball 2, this is Champion Baseball 1. Regular Champion Baseball. Okay, but now I'm gonna focus a little bit better. I got one out. I'm playing lefty. I'm playing one-handed. Insane. But every time let's see what happens. And now we got 2 outs. What? Oh my God! I pressed the wrong button. That should have been such an easy out. Remember, the score is 35-14. Bottom of the ninth. I'm sorry for jumping around, but... Oh, look at this. It is over. Game, set, match. They don't give you nothing except for this. They say, game, set. Then they tell you, thank you for playing. Want to try again. After you just spent, look at my score too. That's not a bad score. 77,000. So I will definitely keep that in mind. They don't give you a free game or nothing. They don't give you nothing. You just won. That's it. That's all you get to do. You just get the credit of winning. 77,000. I never got. Did I ever get 100,000 in this game? I can't remember. But anyway, I'm usually in New York because I'm from New York, right? That was always the team I was. I would always consider the Mets. And then when I would play as this team from New York, there was guys in a team like named Rich and Rick, all this stuff. And I actually remember when I used to play baseball with a team, dependable baseball team. That I had guys in a team named Rick and Tony and stuff like that. So I used to always consider them the players on this team for New York, right? And whatever. And then I used to bat third for that team, right? I was always batting third the whole year, right? Then one time they batted me fifth, and then it didn't work out for them, so they put me back third, right? And they were like, we made a mistake. We gotta keep you third, right? So I'm like, all right, it was like there was a lot of pride back then too with me. I was very not proud, but I was always competing against old college teammates and from other teams as well. And I got shafted in college, to a point. So, anytime I played after college, I was like, I had to show up. I was bigger, I was stronger, I was hitting bombs. I was one of the best guys on the team. And then I don't know, like the last couple of games of the season, I forget when it was. If it was close to the championship game, I was batted like 5th or 6th or something like that. And I took it so wrong, right? This is a true story. And this was in my teens, like not my teens, my early 20s, right? I guess I was very immature. I don't know how to even explain this the right way. But anyway, I got so offended because I got put down in the lineup like a couple, even not even like 5th or I think it was like 6th or something like that, right? Lower you're in the lineup, it's considered, you're not such a great hitter. I was really, I was one of the best players on the baseball team, one of the best hitters, on the team and in the league. It was the reason why we were in first place. Anyway, I took it to a fence, right? And then I forget what I did. I think I didn't run after a ball in the outfield or something like that. I got up at bat. I got like a base hit, right? I don't think I ran it out. I think I just kept it as a hit and didn't get a double or anything like that because I was so gassed out. Right? I was really deflated, and it's like, they could have told me, the coach could have said to me earlier, listen, we're going to bat you, 6th today or 5th today. Just to use you as a secret weapon because you're whatever you want, whatever you could have told me to give me like explain to me why, I'm batting, down in the lineup. So anyway, no one said nothing. It was just done, right? I'm like, I feel like an idiot, right? I'm playing against old college teammates that, that saw me not struggle playing, being a ball player, but struggling, getting, started because my coach was just had issues, had issues with me and had issues with my brother. So he took it out on me and stuff like that. So anyway, this was John Jay College. So anyway, this was the end of the season, and then, after that happened, the coach of the team, and then I guess not the captains, but the other guys on the team that were more or less, I don't know, I wouldn't say coaches of the team, but just the players in the team. And they knew me, and I played with them a long time ago. I played them with them in Parkville and stuff like that. So they know me a long time, and they know my brother a long time, going back years. And then, I don't know, man, the last game of the season, they sat me. I had to watch them win the championship with me not even playing. I was like, that was it, and I never played with them again. And you know what? You lost out too, because my brother never played with you either. After that, we were both done. And that's what you do it's what happens to you when you kind of like, not screw somebody, but you just, I don't know what you want to call it. What's the right term? I mean, if you think I'm wrong, leave a comment and tell me. But I'm telling you, I used to love playing baseball. I used to love playing baseball for this team. Like there was a point where they were like asking me, not begging me to play, but he would come and get me and my brother to play because we lived in Brooklyn at the time, and the team was in Staten Island. I'm like, we didn't have a ride. We were too young. I don't know what the hell was going on with us. We were like just getting our heads together and stuff like that. But we didn't have a car. My mother and father didn't have a car to lend us, and we weren't really working because we were in college and just got out of college and stuff like that. So we didn't really have anything. We didn't have any way of getting there, and it made such a big deal about getting us right and picking us up in Brooklyn and taking us over the bridge and bringing us back. That's not bragging or anything like that, but that's how much we meant to this team, me and my brother. And my brother, I think my brother was number 2 batter, and I was the number 3 batter. And it was like anytime we played, 2 and 3, it was like, he would get on base, and I would know what to do. Like I'd give him a pitch, or I'd pretend I'm going to swing, or pretend I'm going to bunt. I'm not going to bunt, and then I'd let him steal, and he'd always, usually he'd always steal second, or he would, wind up at third base, and then I would come up next, and I would, most of the time just stroke, just hit shots, and just be a big part of the team, and just being a big weapon on a team, especially as a hitter, and in the outfield too. I was really good in the outfield as well, but and a really strong arm. This was at my prime, so I'm not bragging at all, man. I'm just calling it how it is. But anyway, I was just very offended with it, and like I said, I think about it a lot too. I think about why I do that. Why didn't I just suck it up and just deal with it, and they would have realized in the championship game to put me back third, or guys that were put in my place in the order, might not have been able to handle the pressure like the last time they did. They didn't handle the pressure the last time, and they choked, and we would have got runs, and they realized it then. It's like, I don't know, man. Just like not venting, just sharing. I'm a human being. I'm perfect and anything like that. I made mistakes in my life, and that was definitely one of the mistakes I made, that I couldn't even play in the championship game. That I was one of the key players in the team to get us to that championship, and they just let me just let me go like it didn't matter. So what I'm saying, whatever you want to say. But anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. I'm sure you agree with me by saying that I should have sucked it up and just realize that, I was really good, and, down in the order, you'll get more fastballs, and then, but they knew me, the other teams knew me already. Like, they even guys told me when I was playing, when I got a hit, and I was like in the bottom, like I was batting maybe 5th or 6th or something like that. And then the guy, my teammates asked me, I remember it. And I was at first base, I just got a base hit, or I walked, or maybe I just walked. I didn't even try to swing. And they looked at me like, why did they move you down? Why aren't you batting third? The whole year you're batting third, and they put you, 6th now. And I'm like, I just, put my head down. I'm like, whatever. So, all right, guys, girls, ghouls, anybody who's watching this channel, watching this little video right now that I felt like playing. I was playing some games, just a couple games before. I was playing the Play Choice over here. I was playing Tecmo Bowl, and I'm like doing the codes and stuff like that. If you know anything about the codes and stuff like that, I'll show you. My butt's like really, really stiff right now because I was sitting down for the last 20 minutes on this TV, my seat. Why do we have that TV? For Nintendo games, real Nintendo. But anyway, I was playing this, and now it ran out of time. No, it's still got time. Let's see. Can we start a game? I'm not going to play a game right now. I'm going to go upstairs and get ready for bed and get the kids ready for bed because we got school tomorrow. It's going to be Friday, and it's my birthday weekend. Yes, it is. I always get off on Memorial Day. It's when I was born. Why isn't it working? Is it actually trying to play right now? No. Look, they're destroying me. Wait, no, they're not. Oh, I gave up on this game. That's why. What is going on here? Oh, yeah, I quit because... Yeah, I'm a quitter. I quit because there's no way I can win this game. Like, I made 2 mistakes. Like, I'm not supposed to throw the ball all the time, but I just didn't want to play anymore because of the way the game worked out. Like, I'm trying to do it this season, right? So if I lose, then I'm out. So I have to, like, wait, lose this game and then put the code in and start all over again. So that's why I quit. I didn't quit because I'm a quitter. I quit because of, I want to keep going and play the Super Bowl because it's Tecmo Super Bowl. And it's another baseball game, RBI Baseball by Atari, actually. It's not Nintendo. It looks like it's Nintendo, right? Looks like it's Nintendo RBI Baseball. It is, but it's not RBI. It's not Nintendo. It's Atari. You know what's nuts? This configuration right here. It's got a little pole instead of the whatchamacalls. So I'm wondering if this is even the right cabinet. I never even noticed. I'd have to look that up a little bit because this looks like it's a little bit rigged. Right? It has like a weird door right down there. Right? I know it's not the exact game, but gameplay is great. It doesn't play great. It plays okay. It's got little glitches like this. When you go to move, it has like a little glitch when you try to move the batters and stuff like that. I always like the stats. That was something very special. But you can see it's like the same as RBI Baseball, right? Nintendo. But it's not Nintendo. It says right there. It says Atari, Namco. Just curious about the configuration here, like the joysticks, like because this isn't a Nintendo cabinet, right? And this is pretty close to a Nintendo cabinet, right? This is a Nintendo cabinet, play choice, right? That's like a Nintendo cabinet. It's not like it. It is a Nintendo cabinet, so, but it's a little different. This is more modern for sure, and this one is less. And I have a couple other Nintendo cabinets. You know what? I got to take a look at them. I have a Super Punch Out and a Punch Out. And they're definitely different. They're definitely bigger. That's jacked. That's gone. It would have been better in this game if they showed the distance. Like that would give you something like to shoot for. Aim for whenever you play it. And that's Clutch Hitter over there. I passed by. It's very glitchy. The screen is always glitched. This is a really cool game. But I gotta pull it out, and I have to like pull the whole game out, right? Wheel it out, and then open the back, and then press all the ROMs, because that's usually why it gets glitchy, and then unseat all the cables that are in there and put it back on. But it's just like I have so much stuff on top. It's like very close to everything, so it's a process to do everything down here. So I don't really do much yet. I'm trying my best. Trust me, I'm trying my best. I don't share this with you too. If you're still watching the video, which I don't think you're watching the video anymore. But this is a multi-game, and I don't know how many games it has in one, but it has some really, really classic games, man. Check this out. Now, Berserker is a very classic game. My kids call it the robot game, Robots. That's a classic right there, right? Calypso, another classic game. Centipede is like classic, but it's not like... I'm going to say like this, classic, but some of the games on here are so rare. Like you'll never ever find them for sale. And if you do, you grab it right away. Choco Pop, Chack and Pop? What does that mean? Now this is a game that I really, really like. And I love playing it, but I do not know how to open up the doors, right? When I get to the certain levels. Like how do you open the door? I have to look it up too. I never even bothered looking it up. I'm sure I can just look it up on YouTube. But this is a really cool game. And it's actually called Mr. X, right? Or Agent X. That's the real name from it. And Cloak and Dagger is the game from the movie Cloak and Dagger, right? But the actual game itself, I think it's called Mr. X or Agent X. Or Secret Agent X, something like that. It's a great game. Really, really, really fun to play. When he goes in the elevator, as I pass elevator action, and if like if the bomb just went off, he has like the character in this game right there, this guy. Right, Agent X, he becomes bigger, and then actually it's this guy. Right, that's the guy. So he goes in the elevator and he's like waiting for the doors to open, and his hat. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. It's really fun. Hold on. This is like one of the go-to games that I play. You want to know why? Really, because of the movie Cloak and Dagger with Dabney Coleman and then ET's kid, you know, the ET kid. So what I always do when I play this, I go to the highest level, right? I'll do a short of this one day too. All right, so this guy now, right? So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold both joysticks down to go to the go express. Right, look at his face. He's like, he's holding a briefcase. It's like Inspector Gadget, but it's Mr. X or Agent X, right? That's his name. I wonder what his name is for real. All right, 12. All right, now I'm gonna do my best to play this game. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this or not. You gotta shoot with one joystick and move with the other. So watch out. Ah! So now it gets easier, right? You have to be so careful what you do here. No one shoot at me though. That's good. Ah! I mean it. Now watch this. See now look, he's like piece of cake, man. Checks his watch. He like looks at you. And then he puts. Then now he does like a yo-yo, I think, because you're doing express. He's like really bored. This whole scene right here is so fun, like funny and fun and comedic. See now, right meow. This is like an ad-lib video, by the way. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. All right, got killed again. Now I know when you die, I got a free guy. Oh, I got a free guy. I just died. That didn't help me at all. Oh, I'm dead again. No. Okay. Try playing with one hand. Ah! Can I get up? Can I get it through? Can I find a way? Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh, look at this! I'm gonna show you how it works now. Watch this. I'm gonna make it so close, and he does like a thing. Look, he's sweating. I'm gonna go express again. He's like, holy God, man. Dude, that was fast. Look at that. That's a mustache or that his mouth? You know, I haven't gotten this far in a while, man. Look at that. Am I going to 20 right now? Going to 20? Holy crap. Can't be going to 21. There's no way I'm passing this board. No chance in heck. Unless I get a free guy. Let's see. I'm on that side now. Oh boy. You gotta watch when you get out from here. Okay, I gotta go to the top. Oh boy. I truly have no idea where I'm going. Free guy. Look at Spy Hunter theme. Peter Gunn. Oh man, I had the free guy. That is a record for me, man. 177,555. Remember in the game, in the movie of the game, when you get to that number, right? The score. Oh, we gotta definitely do a video about that. You have to actually go to Cloak and Dagger video movie and then find out what that number was, right? And then when you get that number, then all of a sudden a secret code comes up, the secret weapon that is like what the whole movie is based on. Cloak and Dagger. All right, peoples. Like I said 10 minutes ago, I'm going to get these kids ready for bed. I'm going to go to bed myself. And everybody out there, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Game Hardcore. Maybe I'll just put it on these two.